Shout to Shaq, man. Shout to Shaq and his
Shaq.
dominance and just everything he's given the game, man. Shout to the Diesel, big bro.
Man, they needed Shaq at that time. He put them on the map.
He did. He rekindled.
You know, I don't even know who was on the Magic before Shaq got there.
Facts. I think Scott Skiles on somebody.
Yeah, like
that was it.
Like Cycling.
That was it. I think Cycling came after, but
oh man, I don't even know who was on there before Shaq. I don't even know how. As a matter of fact, when Shaq got there, was that the first year Orlando Magic?
No.
It seemed like it, right?
I think they was
That's the year they expanded.
Yeah, I think they was there a couple years, but he definitely he made every game eventful. It was Walt Disney, then it was the Orlando Magic with Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was like a whole trip.
It was a whole thing, straight up.
They started in '89, so just
they started
stayed at 89. He get there in 92.
Okay.
92.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Shaq and what he did for the league, man, he was everything, dog. Shout to the Diesel, man. Yeah, P, what was your
I mean, that like me, for my jersey retirement, I remember I said in my speech, like, you know, when you get retired with all the great names up there in Boston Celtic lore, it was like the highest you can go, and just, I felt like for me in basketball, just greatness, because you talk about one of the most storied franchises, those fans is loyal through winning, through losing, through everything. And, you know, they know, they recognize that. And I remember saying in my speech, like, if I don't get to the Hall of Fame, if I don't have my jersey retired by nowhere else, just having it right here in the guard,
it's all good.
It don't get no better than that.
Right.
And so, you know, that meant the world for me to do it right there in front of my family, my friends, my kids. And we all know the history that goes behind, you know, the Boston Celtics, because it's one of the more storied franchises and one of the best brands in all the sports. Mm-hmm. You know, in 10 years from now and 20 years from now, I'm gonna still go to Boston and there's still gonna be people wearing a Paul Pierce jersey. Right. You know, I don't really see that in a lot of other arenas outside. Like, you got the Lakers, you got Magic Johnson jerseys in there, but like, look at these other franchises. Kobe, yeah, but they move on to what's next. This franchise you know, you still see Russell jerseys, you still see, you know, the past great jerseys.
I see everybody's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it ain't no better place, I think, you know, to have your jersey retired in.
If I'm being honest, man, P's I expected. You know what I'm saying? P's number being up in the rafters just because of what he's done for Boston and watching him grow from, you know, a young player to, you know, this immortal being and becoming one of the best to ever do it. So I understood that. I didn't think that I had the body of work. If I'm being honest, I didn't think that the body of work, just because of all the greats that are on there. If you look up and you see all the guys that are on those banners, they have an incredible body of work within the Celtics organization. So, you know, when I was, when they decided that it was gonna go, I was super.
Lord, you got the body of work. First off, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Shaq got his retired after only like, what, four years?
I didn't know. I didn't, you know,
he was there for 4 years. And he got his retired. He didn't win a championship.
Yeah, he didn't, but man, his impact in Orlando was so great.
I know, that's why your impact in Boston, changing the culture, bringing that presence. I mean, it was just it was a different glow in that building when you got there. Lord, I'm telling you.
I was on, you know, I'm looking out. My POV is looking. I don't, you know, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, obviously it was just a little different.
People that did less.
Yeah, I didn't look at it like that. I was just,
you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't even looking at it.
Less.
Yeah, and then I don't even know the criteria. I just know that the people in Boston always appreciated the way I played and my energy, blah blah blah. So when I got there, no bull. I was sitting there in Scal. I wanted to have I didn't want it to be traditional. I wanted Scal to have an interaction. People can hear it, blah blah blah. I wanted my guys and my friends there, my kids and all that. So. As Scal was sitting here talking, I could see P, I could see everybody, and I was just looking. I was like, I mean, this was after a game. People were supposed to leave and go home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I looked up and I was like, God damn, it's like a little more people in here. Like, I was looking, and I totally went I went ADD. And started fading out. I was like, look, and I think I said this out loud. I was like, man, I knew y'all with me, man. I didn't know y'all with me like this. God.
Did
and
nobody
just for
leave?
1 second, I just did a 360. I took it all in. I was like, damn. This crazy. I didn't even ask for this, bro. Like, damn. All these nights in the gym.
Yeah.
All these hurt knees and ankles and the beach mornings and getting up at 4 and 2-3 workouts and chasing it and chasing it and chasing it. Man, it all paid off.
Yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
And how cool is it for you guys when you see your jersey in the rafters? Your numbers are right next to
Right
each other.
next to
You
each
guys
other.
grew up together.
Right next to each other. Right next to each other. That's dope.
Right. I mean, that's like the perfect ending to something. You know what I'm saying?